I truly thank you all for being here, leaving some of your family members behind, and embracing this with us.
We're grateful that you all have taken the time to invest in yourself and to find out what this program is about and how it can help you, because that's what is most important to us, is the mental health and well-being of our veterans. However, there's a component that's missing. There are these breakthroughs that happen, and then, no one's taught how to reintegrate back into society. So here you are, you're not taught tools, you're not developing skills, so that's where we want to come in. We want to supplement, and enhance that program if we can, and also do it, organically on our own.
These next few days are just for you. There is no judgment. There is no preconceived ideas. We're just here to help, to open our hearts to you so you can in turn open your hearts to yourselves.
A quick round of breath work. Turn on all the systems in the body. Get a similar effect as you do from getting in the sauna and the ice. I'll hold the count. And exhale.
Push the knees out, come up to the hips, find neutral in the hips. Come up to the back, rotate the shoulders back and down. Hands come out, bring up the neck, find neutral, go all the way back, come all the way forward, and then come back to neutral.
I think movement is such an important part of this, not just integration, but like the journey, and we have to learn to move the vessel that we live in, right? I feel the body does it best when the nervous system, which is the mind, is relaxed and feels safe. If the environment is safe, our ability to change and learn is extremely improved.
The protocol is 15 minutes sauna, 2 minutes in the water, 15 minutes sauna, 2 minutes in the water. There's a little hourglass on the door. If you're feeling frisky and you want to hop in the water first, go for it. The goal is just feeling good.
At least 5 more slow breaths, and then you can decide when you want to get out.
It does wake you up. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you can get ready for the day, whatever the day is gonna bring on. So that part is, I guess, that's what it's all about, right? That's the best part. So let's bring on the day.
Well, it's cold, but the combination of this with the sauna is absolutely exhilarating.
Got it. I got it.
I feel like the cold water and the sun allows people to start this state of allowance or surrendering, and in that state, after you're done, you generally feel better because you're letting old things go. And struggling and suffering is life. We're going to suffer and struggle. We might as well do it on the front side proactively than suffer on the backside when it's not our control. And I think that's the lesson here.
Okay, so how many people here think that the way that you think has some effect on your life? Yeah. Now, so if you keep thinking the same thoughts that lead to the same choices, that everything in your life will stay the same, right? Produce the same experiences, and everything in your life stays the same.
90% of our thoughts are the same thoughts that we had the day before. So it is only when you start having new thoughts, they're going to lead you to new choices. And those new choices are going to produce new actions and new behaviors.
You have to introduce new information to start this new process to become a new person. And it takes time.
The trick is to break the cycle, is to become aware, slow it down, and then make the change. And it could be in the feelings or the thoughts.
Dr. Joe spent 30 years trying to understand what change is, and in order for you to change, you'll need to think greater than your environment, your body, and time. So learning how those three functions of the brain operate is going to help you really understand how change can happen.
The neocortex is the thinking brain, the limbic is the doing brain, and then the cerebellum is the being. It is only until we get that information, we apply it, we personalize it, we demonstrate it, we initiate it. Because we want you to shake your beliefs, we want you to expand your beliefs, and then you start behaving according to those new beliefs until you become that new version of you. And that is why knowing a lot, that is just philosophy. We are here to initiate ourselves.
A lot of us in the military, hiking was a survival thing. Take this time to attempt to move the energy out of the body and into the field, into everything you see around you. Try to take it all in, project it like we were doing in the meditations. Feel the air and the breeze and the sun. Let this be a training tool as well.
You know, this is truly God's very own country here in Idaho, and going up down those river valleys and being able to just see the force that carved these incredible rocks. It felt surreal. You know, we were joking in the car about like, wow, look at this HD 4K imagery, and it just, something about this place, and I think just the energy, the perspective that we bring to it, it is like living life in HD. And I'm just very much in awe and so appreciative for this experience.
How was it? How was the experience of getting into this creation part of the program and then getting out there?
We stop, breathe, without expecting somebody to kill you, you know? So that was nice.
In the military, even we were, rucking, there were those same times where you would find that place in your mind. But here, coming off all the work that we've been doing, it was just like this extra permission to dream and be creative. Then I just got really emotional thinking about that, so it was great.
The culture takes kindness, compassion, the feminine of the masculine, feminine whole, and it diminishes the feminine side, the kindness, compassion side. So you can't deal with your family or your friends circle or other things with just getting harder when confronted with challenges. I realize now I've been driven by darkness. I'm driven by aggression, darkness, works fine for the profession, doesn't work well outside of that. And that's where the change, I wanted the change to happen. This discussion and the things you're doing is bringing that piece back up in the same way, but without the medicine.
And that's why sometimes I am overwhelmed by thinking that this is literally all the pieces and puzzles are falling into place. Amazing.
So we are going to guide you into a very first basic breathing exercise, and then, without losing your state, we're going to invite you to start working on that river of change.
That was one of the most profound experiences that I've had in some time. To come outside here and especially be by the river in that late afternoon sun. I had never done a meditation quite like that before. And so it was an interesting new challenge and opportunity. I felt so humbled, so overpowered, and just in complete sort of surrender to the experience and to whatever had just transpired. And that is certainly something that I will carry back with me back east in my journeys this summer and through the rest of my life. And I just want to find more ways for other people to have that experience, because it was, I I know that there will be challenges and twists and turns on the way, but knowing that that is so accessible, I don't need to take something external, it's all within me, and I can just go for a walk and feel it. So it was really, really profound.
We've been teaching this coherence of the heart and brain and resilience. And the horses are a mirror of your internal state. They're really sensitive, they can really feel what's going on inside of you. So this is not only a fun experience, but it's also directly in line with the training that we've just been doing, that we just came off of.
Why this retreat was so successful was because we got the tools and the skills and the experiences. So we can use those tools right away here every morning in the sauna or in the ice bath or even on the horses. All the things that we learned in the class from Dr. Joe Dispenza, we were able to apply right then and there, and that helped create a more of a grounded foundation.
What's happened is that everyone has really understood the way the brain is connected and it works with the body, how their emotional state dictates their life. And now they've learned how they're programmed. Okay, so now they're able to deconstruct that program and start to implement a new practice, new ideas, new ways of thinking, new ways of feeling, new ways of being. They learned how to come out of their old self and now to create a new self and a new life for themselves.
In the military community, in the veteran community, we are very tribal, and we don't necessarily feel like we belong after we get out with the rest of society because our experiences defined us.
They need this information in order to start rebuilding their new identity, because when they leave the military, they leave their identity there and their value is there, and you can hear everywhere, thank you for your service, thank you for your service, thank you for your service. So it's like the value of a veteran is in their past, but their past is not serving them into creating their future. And that's why we are providing this information with tools, with techniques, with practices, with every single reason for them to just go forward into their future.
Veterans, they get the short end of the stick, and they don't have the proper care for their mental health and wellness. And it is our mission to help them with that. The other stuff is taken care of, but we're focusing on the mental health and wellness of our veterans, and we're going to get there, but we can't do it without your help.